Greetings everybody, Alexander Mazzone, aka Galactic Tarot, back again with another romance spread. This one is for the time frame of January 15th to February 15th and for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. So buckle your seatbelts, go get your tea, your coffee, your water, your kombucha, whatever it is. Have a seat. We've got, epic predictions here to see what's going on in your pre-existing love life or what's going on in that new relationship that you're manifesting right now. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. There's also a bell notification to be alerted when I go live. So without further ado, let's start shuffling. So we're doing a very similar to those of you that have been watching me on Facebook and now Instagram for years. We're doing a 3x3 with another extra card, the message from our other dimensional versions. Bottom of the deck, what's the overlay over the whole reading? Timelines and or travel and or physical move. Let's take a look. Oh, one of the other readings had that card there. Is that soul retrieval card again. That's been coming up a bit today. And this has been coming up in I don't even know, 50% of the readings. So starting right off in the physical with the journey. So let's take a look at this journey. So we're moving forward. The worst of the journey is over, Aquarius. But as we're moving forward, we're looking back energetically. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. When we move forward but look backwards, that gives us the opportunity to trip and fall. So remember that, or just, take a moment with that. Have a seat with it for a second. This basically shows, the Eight of Cups shows that the worst is over. The person's already across the river. But when we think about these past circumstances, whatever took place, our body doesn't know the difference. So when we think about good times from the past, our body produces those endorphins and serotonin and dopamine again. But when we think about negative things or whatever this is, if it happens to be negative, then we produce cortisol and, things that aren't good. And like I said, you want to be in the present moment. Our power is in the present moment. The present moment is all that exists. We're always we could talk about the future, but it's always now. And that's step one in mindfulness and, basic law, magical law of manifestation. That's rule one of the wizard, the magician. So when I look at the next set of cards, awesome stuff. Look at that, Aquarius. You're heading towards victory. You're heading towards victory if you accept it. Your mission is victory if you choose to accept. This shows an energetic overlay of difficulty deciding whether to go left or go right. Go left or go right, go forward or go back, move towards victory. Just internalize and realize that you are victorious. You're moving towards victory right now. The future, 2 cards. Once again, I'm not seeing a ton of love stuff the past 2 readings in Aquarius. This shows spending time out in nature, spending time alone, the hermit. And then this energetic card, which usually represents soul retrieval. Retrieving something from a past lifetime, retrieving something from a reoccurring pattern in our lifetimes. So, whether or not this is something that gets initiated, because every card that's had this soul retrieval card has also had cards with the moon. So this could be something that we all just co-create, is something that's taking place through the journey of the moon. You got 2 out of 3. I think it was Libra got all 3 moon cards. So you got 2 out of 3 out of just these 7 cards, 8 counting the bottom of the deck. This is basically something that we can co-create. This will just be done. This is healing. This is taking place, or it's time to book that session to really anchor this in. But honestly, for you guys, I don't see that that's like something that's entirely needed at all, because you're heading towards victory. You're heading towards victory. And Spirit just wants to remind you, this is the message from the other dimensional versions. The inner child, the power in your inner child. Doing whatever it takes to get into that meditative state, getting out into nature, doing whatever you got to do. I know this time of year in the Northern Hemisphere, because it can be a lot of gray skies in a lot of areas, and it's that January time. You guys are looking for that sun. You're wanting that sun, and the power's in the inner child is what I'm getting at. So regardless of what nature's doing, regardless of what time of year it is, regardless of what's taking place in our lives, when I see this combo, they don't make sense together. You're heading towards victory. So we're just going to put this one down. You're heading towards victory. So just internalize that and just please, Aquarius, just remember you're heading towards victory right now. All that can come is this or better, and it's just going to continue to get better and better and better, because that's what being victorious is. But that power and that victory comes from the inner child, comes from not asking for alone time, but taking alone time. And maybe, just maybe, in a month, 2 months, booking that trip, booking that vacation, getting away from it all, not waiting for the sun to come out in May, and going and traveling to wherever it's sunny now. And you've worked hard. That's what I see. I see you've worked hard, but I want to make sure that you guys are focused on the present moment, not whatever this thing that took place in the past. So if whatever this thing that took place in the past was a challenge, what I've been doing for years now, which has completely transformed my reality for the better, and just like really overpowered my manifestation capability. I look at whatever challenge that arises in life and I say, I created this, something good must be coming from it. And when you do that, you take full power in I'm creating my reality. It's your beliefs that will be your life. So just do what you got to do. And all you got to do is remember, I'm heading towards victory right now. I just need to spend some alone time. And then during that alone time, get my inner child in the body. Forgive whatever this stuff is that took place in the past. Instead of like sitting in the middle, like, do I go left? Do I go right? Just know whatever direction you go is the right direction. And you're heading towards victory. And Alexander loves you. And he's sending all that love from Sedona to you in appreciation, in gratitude that you watched this video this far, that you're so awesome, that you've been on this journey with me. I'd really appreciate if you hit that like button before you leave the video. There's also a subscribe button I'd really appreciate. And if you hit the bell notification, you'll be alerted when I go live. Big shout out to the Patreon supporters. You can see that button down on the bottom. That's where I go live with no filter, numerous times a week, and like literally teach you guys about epic stuff that we can't just say here on the internet. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. You can book your own session at galactictarot.com. You can pick up your own energy tools to shift that mind, body, or spirit, or just do the shielding, do all the things at crystalcurrent.com. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the continued support. I love you. Sending that love from Sedona. Thank you so much. I'll see you very, very soon. Mwah. Love and gratitude to all of you. Thank you. See you soon.